Greetings, greetings. Okay, today I'm actually going to try and show you how to make your own little bonsai like this guy here, just for next to nothing. This little statue is actually made for a tea light candle, whatever you want to call them. You can get these from Asda, home living, whatever it's called. Pretty cheap. That's probably the equivalent to Walmart if you're in America. So that's what this is. So get yourself one of those. All you need is a bit of jade cutting and some moss, and I'll show you how I made it. Really simple. Okay. Okay then. Right. The first thing you're going to need is something like this little Buddha guy. This one, like I said, was purchased from Asda in the UK. I've already drilled a hole through it right here. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Let me just change the angle there. There you go. Okay, I did that using, if you go back to my previous video, I did one about drilling holes in pots. This is like a plaster of Paris type thing, so it's pretty simple. I'd still use a diamond drill bit instead of a normal drill bit, and I'll show you what they look like. These are the exact same ones as I use. They're about 7mm diameter. Oh, there we go. Yeah, diamond tipped. So one of these in your drill. And all you need to do really is just, when you're drilling it, just start off at a slight angle, so not totally straight like this, because it will just cause it to go whoop, like that. So do it at a slight angle, nice and slow, just till you get like a nice groove, and then slowly just lift it up till it's like that angle, and then carry on. Okay, so once you've got your hole, the next thing, which is the next stage, will be optional. You don't have to have this. I just have them because they're knocking around and I don't really use much of them. So and luckily they fit just right, really. And a little bit of wire. And what you do, just make a little loop like that, and again towards you, like that. Like so, it looks like a weird pair of ears. Bend and twist like so. I'm just going to plop that in there. Look at that, tight. Perfect. Normally I would put these the other way around, upwards, because I don't really like these spiky bits here at the bottom of the pot, because in case you catch your hands on them. But in this case I haven't got much choice because of the hands at the bottom there, so I'm going to do it the other way. Let's put that in there. And then turn it around. Oh, a sec. Do those a bit closer together. It's only a small hole. That's better. There we go. So again, twist, twist. Now try and place it in between there and there, just like that. Okay, push it in, nice and firm. Flip it over. We'll trim these down a little bit as well. Some little wire cutters here. Bend that down. Okay, there. So that's what the bottom should look like, something like that. Okay. Next, we're just going to use some normal compost, potting soil, whatever. It doesn't have to be the anal bonsai soil. There's just no need for it for this. It's just you know, a jade is a succulent at the end of the day. It's but they are quite popular for bonsai. So I've basically like sterilised this soil as well because I'm going to be using it indoors, and it's only for a succulent. So I'm just going to put in some of this. Try and get some of this bigger crap out of there. Push it down reasonably firm. A little bit more. There we go. That is a bit moist because I have sterilised it, so, but it will dry off, and now we've got the drainage hole as well. So, right, next, I'm going to take a cutting of this guy here. Yeah, let me just going to bring that down. There we go. So I'll try and explain a little bit about jades and how they grow, and the idea behind the pruning for better growth, I suppose, for bonsai. I mean, this little bonsai is okay. I've already cut one off here because I didn't like the way it was growing. Same with this one here, it's too forward, so I'll probably cut that one off in this demonstration and use that one for this little Buddha. But as you can see here, I don't know if you can see this. You notice these two or four leaves here? They're lighter than the rest, so they're new shoots. So what happens is if you pinch the shoot here, leaving these two leaves, it will then produce these two more shoots but with four leaves in the same sort of like direction, meaning like one will be going this way and the other one will be going that way. Okay, so on this one, just make sure you can see that. Sorry, trying to get used to this bloody angle. So this one here, what you'd get here is again two shoots. One would go this way and one would go this way. They go in the same direction of the leaves. So anyway, I'm going to cut this one off right now. Using a nice pair of stainless steel scissors. Right. I'm just going to cut it about there, like so. So this one here is ideal for it's going upwards, so I'm going to keep that one, keep this one, see what this one does in the future. But this one's going to be nice because it's going to spray out to two different shoots, so it'll be nice and bushy. So if you just keep doing that as well, so when these have grown a little bit more, and then you pinch the top after a couple of sets of leaves like these here, you know, let those grow a bit, and then pinch them again, and then you'll just keep ramifying it, so it'll be like 2, 4, 6, and so on. Right, so just a bit of help there for you. Right, so here's a little shoot here. It's only a small one, but it only needs to be a small one. I'm just going to cut off that bottom leaf there, like so. So we've just got this little dude. And then I'm just going to put it straight in the soil. Now obviously it's a very small pot, so you don't want it to grow too big, but they are reasonably slow growing. Obviously the more light and heat that they get, the faster they'll grow, but generally speaking they are pretty slow growing. Okay, just pop it in like that. Just going to soak up some of the moisture here. we go. And then again, this is optional, you can, but you don't have to add moss, but I think it kind of adds to the effect. So again, in my previous video I just showed where I kind of got the moss from, which was like my back garden in the UK. Moss you can pretty much get anywhere, you don't have to grow your own. So I'm just going to be using this. Just break bits off, it's like a jigsaw really, as I said before, and just get it nicely around the shape of the pot. Fill in any gaps. Just turn it around. And the moss will eventually just all merge into one, so you won't see any joins anyway, and if you do a pretty good job you won't see any joins anyway, so I wouldn't worry about that. Okay, and there we go. Right, let's clean it up a bit. As with most succulents and cactus like things, they don't like a lot of water. So just be mindful of that, just little and often. More in the summer, obviously, when it's warmer. During autumn and winter you can keep this indoors, they don't like the cold. During the summer, spring and summer, they can go outside and they'll probably thrive as well. So, but again, be mindful, it's only a small pot. Do you want Jack and the Beanstalk now, do we? I'm just going to go around now and just trim any long shoots coming off the moss, just to tidy it up a little. Okay. And finally firming it down. There we go. So what you want to do is leave it somewhere in the window where it gets as much sun as possible. Water it as little as possible. You can normally tell with these if they are too damp, too moist, they'll go a lighter colour, they'll go sort of light green to yellow, and that means you're watering it too much. If you start seeing little flies as well, that means you're watering it too much again. If you're not watering enough, it'll start shriveling up because it's losing its moisture in the leaves, so the leaves will start shriveling up. So again, just give it a tiny bit, only a little tiny bit. They don't like a lot of water. So I mean, these are ideal for anyone that's sort of like wants to brighten up their home, just with a bit of nature in the garden, in the house. Add a bit of colour, whatever, and that's pretty much it really. And here's what I made earlier. So there. Yeah, so this one, like I said, I'm just going to leave this guy now, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. These two will come out into two new branches, like this and like this, and then I'll leave them to grow for a couple of leaves, and then I'll trim them again, and so on and so on, and that'll just help get it nice and bushy, which is what I kind of want for this really. And the same with this one here as well. There was one growing here and here, but they, like I said, they're not really ideal for a bonsai because they're coming at you, and in bonsai that's not really the thing you want. So okay, there you go. I hope that is of some help to somebody. So there you go, get down to Asda, buy yourself some of these little guys and have fun. Oh yeah, I did also want to show you this as well that I've got. I do a lot of cuttings. I don't know if you've seen some of my previous videos. So I thought I'll get some of this. This was purchased from Beachfield Bonsai, which is in Shifnal, in Shropshire. It's Root Ultra Plus. Basically, like, it's ideal for anything that you've just had. You know, you've got just cuttings that have just rooted, and they might only have a few roots. Well, you mix this 10 ml of this to 1 litre of water, and then just feed them. Not feed them, but you just water them with this diluted, and it's supposed to help with the roots. Healthy root system. Explosive. So yeah. Alright, catch you later. Have fun. Bye bye.